Oh, finally. Oh, it has been forever since our last episode. We are in all competitions and they are pushing and pushing and pushing back our projected episode date. But here we are. PSG is in the barrel, ready to either blow us up or get shot into. Finally, we are back. As I said, it has been a literal eon since we were last together. The last game on tape was this 2-2 frustrating draw against Milan where we went up 2-0 and they clawed back 2 goals. Very frustrating, but we are still in an excellent position in the Champions League. And then we went on a heater. I mean, you look at some of these scores, we won 10 in a row. 2-1 away to Southampton, 3-1 in the quarterfinal of the Carabao Cup at home to Arsenal, 10-3 to Norwich, 6-0 away to Brighton, 2-1 at home to Brentford, 5-1 away to Leicester, 3-0 away to Ipswich in the FA Cup third round, 3-1 and 2-0 in a two-legged semi-final for the Carabao Cup against West Ham, 3-0 away to Leeds, and then we played West Ham again for the third time in 4 games, and they figured us out enough to have us draw. Kurt Zouma scored in the first minute of stoppage time, only to have that neutralized by a goal scored by West Ham in the 4th minute of stoppage time. So that finally sees us getting to our 7th Champions League game away at the Parc des Princes against PSG on the 22nd of January. If you remember, we were supposed to come back on like the 8th of January to play Chelsea. And you can see what has happened to that Chelsea game. It is all the way down here on the 12th of February. So it has been moved more than a month. So we are going to do PSG today and Bayer Leverkusen. We're going to make it a double Champions League game. Assuming we lose, we don't beat. I'll say we don't beat. Assuming we don't beat PSG, I'm going to bring you back for Leverkusen because that will be kind of the decider as to whether we are the 9 through 24 or the 1 through 8 that get to skip the round and go right into the round of 16. As it stands now, assuming we don't beat PSG, I would say that if we can get the win against Leverkusen, who sit 30th right now, if we can get the win against them, it shouldn't matter what happens to PSG. We will not only qualify for the playoffs, but hopefully with that additional 3 points putting us at 16, we can see ourselves into the round of 16. So fingers crossed. First time in the Champions League. We're doing great. Just want us to keep it up. Oh. All right, the Tuesday games have happened. And based on the results, we have seen ourselves qualify for the playoffs. So we are going to be a top 24 team. We are going into the playoff round, the knockout rounds of the Champions League in our first time of asking. So for our huge game here against PSG, we were able to actually register a whole bunch of new players. I had some promises out there that I needed to keep for Fularuncho. I'll let you in on a little secret. I didn't register him. Isaac Hine, who I did register. I left out the likes of Harry Wilson because he's coming back from a pretty nasty broken lower leg. And Adingra is injured. Branthwaite is suspended. So I've had to do a bit of rotation. And I wanted to make sure that we could have more than like 5 people on the bench, like I felt like we did at times in the first half of the Champions League campaign. So we have Owusu Adoro in goal, Aitnori, Zuma, Ballard, and Masuri across the back line, Martel and Wharton in our double pivot, Malero, Ouedraogo, Elliott, and Ekitike up at the top. the computer told me that I should be going to a cautious mentality, but I said, no, thank you. And we're just going to stay with our attacking mentality, because why not? The pump up that I chose pre-match here was, this is the day we end PSG's 7-match unbeaten run. Let's do it. And they get the first highlight. Dembele, the new Ballon d'Or winner, goes and puts it in, and Antonio Silva, 8 minutes into the game, receives it at the top of the box and just roofs it past Owusu-Oduro. I swear to God, that was through like our entire team. Kvaratskhelia drops it down to Dembele, puts it back to Cavra, Marquinhos to Antonio. I mean, that was just a straight shot down the gullet. He roofs it. Owusu-Oduro went low, and the ball went high. We are now 12 minutes into the game, and PSG have 3 shots, 2 on target. We have 0 and 0. So this is starting super well. Ouedraogo with a huge touch, easily picked off. I really thought we were going to pick that from Nuno Mendes. I feel like this is our only big wake-up call game in our group play. Yes, we've had some big teams, AC Milan, Napoli, as Goncalo Ramos just chips it up to Owusu-Oduro's right. So we had Liverpool, we had Napoli, we had... I just said Milan, but I think in the grand scheme of things, even though I'm a Liverpool fan, in the grand scheme of things, I think we can all agree that PSG, especially in this game, is shades different than anybody else. All right, down 2-0 in the 15th minute. Masuri takes it up his right line, cuts it in to Ekitike, who's playing deep, and what a freaking touch again. Straight out to Kolo Muani. Their counter has been incredible. Kolo Muani goes in buckles. Who was that? Was that Kurt Zouma? Or Dan Ballard? Jiminy Christmas. Jeez Louise, we are getting crushed right now. 7 shots, 3 on target for PSG. We have yet to register. Oh, we registered a shot. So we got that going for us. And our passing has been atrocious. That's at least the 3rd pass that has gone absolutely nowhere except to their team. They try to loop it up to the back post, and Aït-Nouri comes in, clears it only as far as their team. They put it back into the box. Zouma clears it up. Malero heads it back into the fray to only a PSG player. Dembele releases Kolo Muani, and Muani, that was straight pinball wizard. Did you see that? Holy Christmas. He must have hit that a million miles an hour. Marquinhos into Dembele, and then the thread. God, Muani just skins Zouma. Doink, doink, doink. Off the crossbar, down onto the post, and then into the back of the net. We are now down 3-0 in the 25th minute. Encourage, you can do it. Yay! All right, Kurt Zouma steals it from Kolo Muani, back to Ballard, back to Owusu-Oduro, back to Ballard, back to Owusu-Oduro, back to Zouma. Jiminy Christmas. The pressure is just too much. I mean, maybe I should have done cautious, but at this point, we're down 3-0. I already made the mistake. Might as well just live in my pigsty of decisions. Out to the back post. Aït-Nouri or Ballard gets it clear. Our statistical showing right now has been not great. Let's encourage the boys again, because we're away to PSG and we literally can't even hold on to the ball. Elliott receives the pass and then just says, okay, I don't want it anymore. Here you go. Eric Martel gets it back. Elliott again. And then Dembele on the break, the third man run, one-on-one with the keeper. Oh, my Lanta. Maybe I should have skipped this game and just brought you the Leverkusen game. Well, now we know what the second episode, or the second game in the episode, is going to be. It's going to be the Leverkusen game, because we're obviously not getting points from this, as Dembele shows exactly why he is a Ballon d'Or winner. Interesting, though, he only has 5 goals on the season. I don't know if they're just not using him or what. But I just saw that PSG's using a 4-2-4. We do need some more possession in the second half. Yeah, PSG's using a 4-2-4. Wow, they know that we can't touch them. Wow. Yikes. All right. Well, that's tanked. Let's save some legs here. That's tanked our goal differential. Adam Wharton, Luke 9. I know Kurt Zuma. I know Kurt Zuma's on a yellow card, but Eric Martel needs to come off. He can come in or Isaac Hine can come in for him. Borna Sosa in for Ait Nouri. Ekatike, Talal Haji can come in. I mean, Malero has a 6-1. Let's go put a baby in, because he literally cannot do any worse than that. The star power on this PSG team is incredible. I mean, this is definitely putting us in our place. I mean, Donnarumma is practically playing center back right now. Into Nuno Mendes. Kurt Zuma finally catches up to a Kolo Muani through ball. Up to Ouedraogo. Out to Elliott. Are we going to do anything? Nope. Elliott's going to take another giant touch directly into their left back. Back to Donnarumma. Up to Marquinhos. Zaire Emery holds up the ball. Dembele puts it into Muani. Kurt Zuma with a freaking... And Kvaratskhelia opens his hips to the right. Bends it past Owusu Adoro. This is a joke. This is a literal joke. Well, I guess we need to plan for the future. So obviously this 5-0 win is tanking our goal differential. We are now at +9 after being at +14 to start. Thankfully, we beat the crap out of Ludogorets, because now we are down 6-0. Holy biscuits. If our fans haven't left out of shame, I don't know if they ever will. Let's just get us out of here. Masuri's on a 5-9. Oh, thank God that's over. Yikes. Sure. I mean, seem to lose foot, like, whatever. Holy mackerel. All right. Yes, humiliation for us. Now, we have Leverkusen, who need to win in order to have any hope of getting into the playoff spots. We are currently sitting outside the top 8, which honestly is fair with our losses to Napoli and now PSG. We're at 13 points. Inter play who in the next? Am I missing it? All right, Inter play Galatasaray. Okay, so Galatasaray still has something to play for. Inter play them. Man City. Man City play Milan. Okay. Milan, I guess, still technically have something to play for. Napoli play SK Sturm, so bottom of the table. We won't get any points out of there. Feyenoord. I mean, there's still a lot of teams that we can jump. I mean, Union Berlin play Slavia Prague. Okay, they're bottom of the table. And Feyenoord. Antwerp. Okay, so if we're gonna squeak into the top 8, either one of these bottom 3 teams, Slavia, Antwerp, or SK Sturm, need to go psycho and beat Union Berlin, Feyenoord, or what did I say, Inter, or it's Napoli maybe. And then we have to hope that Man City and Milan and Inter and Galatasaray are good games. Probably not going to happen, but yeah, I'll bring you back for the Leverkusen game and see what we can do then. We are back, and in between our PSG game and the Bayer Leverkusen game, we whooped up on Newcastle 4-0 in the 4th round of the FA Cup. I think that we're now on a 1, 2, 3 match unbeaten run against Newcastle. We've played them 4 times and we've won 3 and lost 1. Tyneware is coming back over to Sunderland. That's what I'm thinking. For today, a bit of rotation. We've got Sava in goal, Sosa, Branthwaite, Ballard, Barinaga across the back, Martel and Wharton in the double pivot, Malero, Koretsas, Elliott across the attacking midfield 3, and Ekitike up top. We need this win. This is going to be a huge, huge decider of where we go. I would love to be able to have an additional week off, an additional round, with Koretsas getting the ball, puts it out to Sosa. Oh! How did that not go in? Sosa had a beautiful opportunity right in the box. He'd walked it in, put it on the back post. It bounced off down into the 6, and nobody was able to take advantage of that. All right, Terrier was one of those people they said to watch out for, and that's why. Up and over the top, Branthwaite and Ballard let him just waltz on through. Tapsoba into Alex Garcia. He's just standing in between Ballard and Branthwaite, and Sava goes into the center instead of covering his near post. And we are down 1-0 8 minutes into the game. After that gilt edge opportunity by Sosa or whomever happened to be standing in the 6-yard box. Clearance only as far as Martel, back to Ballard, into Martel, Wharton, Elliott, Ekitike, offside. That was sexy though. That 1-2 passing was real pretty, but not quick enough. Oh man, that was close. That was close. Well, we need to win. I mean, there's really no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If we were to pull this around, That would put us at 16 points. Jared Branthwaite puts it just over the near post. That would put us at 16 points, which would see us fit right into 7th place based on goal differential over Feyenoord. So, I mean, we need 2 goals right now. Karetsas, the Greek freak. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Was that Elliott? Let's go. Barinaga throws it into Wharton, who bounces it back to Barinaga, takes the space, draws 2 defenders, puts it into the box. Elliott goes and dummies Hincapie for Karetsas to get on the ball and put it in on the back post. Again, the draw is not going to do it for us. Inter are now winning their game against Galatasaray. So if we are able to score again and go ahead, I think on goal differential, no, Arsenal just scored. All right, it is time for everyone to dig in because we need a goal if we want to be in the top 8. We have a +8 goal differential. Arsenal are +7. So if we were to score here, Branthwaite in the back post. Ballard! Dan Ballard with his first goal of the season. Holy biscuits. Sosa drops it on a dime to the back post. Branthwaite goes and hits it off the stanchion, and Ballard at the 0 angle throws his leg up and just sweeps it into the goal. We have come roaring back here. Another highlight, Adam Wharton into Ekitike, who loves playing deep as that complete forward. Drops it back to Barinaga. Barinaga eats space, comes into the byline. What a save by Kovar. Karetsas drops it deftly back to Malero, who had a wide open net, and Kovar is able to get all the way across. Elliott, get in there. Oh, we have had some excellent opportunities. Let's praise the boys. Let's freeze right here. Currently, we are in the top 8. Currently, even though Arsenal is beating the crap out of Lugano 4-1, our goal differential is still such that we are +2 on them and +5 on Feyenoord. So if we are able to hold this out, of course, Arsenal just scored freaking 2. Oh, I hate going in tied like that because I have been screwed over too many times by just kidding. We're going to give them, we're gonna give it to them for whatever reason. I don't know what the tiebreakers are, but we haven't played Arsenal. Our goal differential is okay. I guess it would go down to goals scored. But, I mean, we've scored a crap ton of goals. Karetsas can go out wide. Samardzic can go there. Adam Wharton is tired. I'm going to throw... I don't want Luke 09 there. I'm going to throw Enzo Lafie. I have forgotten that I've been training him as a ball-winning... Or not a ball-winning midfielder. A deep-lying playmaker. All right, we have 20 minutes to go. 20 minutes to go. Do I want to play the baby there? João Lopez. I think I'm going to play Ouedraogo. And he can be an inside forward on support. Just to get a bit more... je ne sais quoi there. All right, come on. Lugano needs to grow up and score a goal / not give up any other goals, or we need to score. Grimaldo puts it into Karetsas. Samardzic with the leaping Enzo Lafie. That was strange. We have the time, Ballard. Good, out to Barinaga. Barinaga takes space. Come on, 80th minute. Barinaga goes and gets it taken by Granit Xhaka. Branthwaite, big Branthwaite, clears it to Samardzic. Branthwaite out wide Ballard. Okay, Martel, split him. Karetzis throws it into Samardzic. There's a sweat goal. There's a sweat goal for Ouedraogo. Let's go. Sweat goal for Ouedraogo. Fed in beautifully to Samardzic. And it was, where do we score this goal? Not if we score the goal. Karetzis threads it into Samardzic. What a beautiful ball. And then it is 3v3 going at keeper, but all three of our players are ahead of the three Leverkusen players. That puts us up 3-1. We are now Ouedraogo down to Lafi, Samardzic to Barinaga. We are now, I assume, one above Arsenal in goal differential. No! Who is that? Inter? Oh, no! Or Feyenoord? No! Oh, we did everything we should. We did everything we needed to do to make it into the top 8. But I think Feyenoord was the one that ultimately ruined the party. Oh, they scored in the 82nd minute against Antwerp. Dang. And we lose out to Inter on goal differential. So that, maybe, I don't want to go back and say maybe I should have, but maybe I should have just soaked up pressure, because that 6-0 loss has just scuttled our opportunity to skip the first knockout round. Oh, man. That's frustrating. Well, I don't know if we know who we're going to play. No, it is unknown. So I'm going to try and skip ahead a bit, continue a couple of days to see if we can figure out who our Champions League matchup is going to be. So give me 1 second. All right, well, it looks like we're going to have to play the Liverpool game before we figure out who our Champions League opponents are. That will be the next game I bring you back for. We are currently on a 2-match win streak versus Liverpool, both in the league and the Champions League. So we are looking to do the double, or I guess the triple on them this year. So come back for that. And then we will figure out who we are playing in our knockout round Champions League match. Thank you very much for watching.